Let's talk about Mariah Carey's Dangerous, because this track is pure unfiltered confidence. Luxury brands, shady exes, and a taste for the wild side? Yeah, she's not playing it safe here. But there's more to it than just flashy lyrics. So let's break it down. Why does Mariah really like him dangerous? Spoiler, it's way more relatable than you'd think. In verse 1, the lyrics paint a picture of confidence, luxury, and a no nonsense attitude. The verse opens with Mariah making a grand entrance, dripping in high end fashion, specifically Balenciaga and Fendi. This sets the tone for the song, establishing her as someone who commands attention and respect. The line, "The crowd opened up and I started to strut," reinforces her star power. People naturally move aside for her, and she owns the space effortlessly. Even though she's a celebrity signing autographs, she still demands her personal space, showing that fame comes with both adoration and boundaries. The scene then shifts to a more confrontational moment when she mentions encountering three hating assholes in the bathroom. This line is a dismissive jab at petty drama. She's not interested in fake people or unnecessary conflicts. The phrase, "they don't know the meaning of water nor soap," is a clever dig, implying these women are both dirty, literally or figuratively, and beneath her. She brushes them off, refusing to engage in their nonsense. "I don't have time for the rigmarole." As the verse continues, Mariah flexes her success with lines like "certified diamonds like the songs I wrote," drawing a parallel between her flawless jewelry and her hit-making talent. The mention of her wrist light show is a nod to her expensive, eye-catching jewelry, almost like it's sparkling under the spotlight. She then challenges the listener with, "Can you handle this? I don't know," teasing that her lifestyle and personality might be too much for some people. The verse wraps up with an invitation. "You can meet me up at the Pent," and a playful boast, "Knock him out the box with a chocolate kiss," which could mean she's irresistible or that she leaves a lasting impression. The final line, "I like him dangerous," ties back to the song's theme. She's drawn to excitement and risk, whether in love or life. Overall, this verse showcases Mariah's unshakable confidence, her luxurious world, and her preference for thrill over mediocrity. The chorus is short but packs a punch, repeating the same key idea in a way that sticks in your head. Mariah makes it clear that she's drawn to a certain type of person, someone bold, unpredictable, and maybe even a little risky. The repetition of "looking for the dangerous type" drives home that this isn't just a passing preference. It's a deliberate choice. She's not interested in safe, boring, or predictable. She wants excitement, edge, and maybe even a little chaos. When she says, "I like him dangerous," it's not just about physical attraction or bad boy appeal. It's about energy and attitude. The kind of person who keeps her on her toes, who doesn't follow the rules, and who matches her own larger-than-life personality. The way she repeats "type, type, type" almost sounds like she's scrolling through options, emphasizing that this is her specific taste, not just anyone will do. The chorus also contrasts with the verses, where she describes her own power, wealth, and confidence. If the verses are about her being untouchable, the chorus flips it. Now she's the one seeking someone who can meet her at her level. It's not just about her being dangerous, she wants that same energy in return. The simplicity of the lyrics makes it catchy, but the meaning is deeper. It's about craving a connection that's as intense and thrilling as she is. In verse 2, Mariah Carey takes us on a whirlwind tour of her romantic escapades, painting a picture of a woman who's been through all kinds of relationships but still craves that edge. She kicks things off with a playful line, fresh out of Sing Sing, "Nah, I'm just playing," referencing the infamous prison to joke about her past, but then quickly flips it into a metaphor about escaping a toxic situation that was just a castle and an evil king. It's like she's saying she's been trapped before, but now she's free and living life on her terms. Think Sex in the City and a couple little flings. The verse then dives into her taste in men, and she doesn't hold back. First, there's the motorcycle man, a thrill seeker who matches her love for danger, speeding through life and tunnels without caution. Then, there's the computer boy toy, a techie who turned out to be shady, hacking into other girls' files, which is a slick way of saying he was a sneaky cheater. She even mentions a guy who pretended to be a construction worker but was actually smuggling drugs, moving them pounds through customs. These aren't just random exes. They're all dangerous in their own way. Some physically reckless, some emotionally untrustworthy, others outright criminals. What's interesting is how Mariah balances attraction with self-preservation. She admits these men wanted to settle down. They want to lock me down, but there's no handcuffing. But she's too independent for that. The line, "said we'd be together, but you didn't stay forever," hints at past heartbreak, but instead of wallowing, she shrugs it off. "Now, I guess it's just whatever till the 12th of never." That phrase, a play on forever and a day, suggests she's done waiting for fairy tale endings. The verse wraps with a bold declaration. "I've never been afraid of love. That's why I like him dangerous." It's not that she's reckless, she's just not scared of intensity. Love to her isn't about playing it safe. It's about passion, risk, and chemistry that keeps her on her toes. This verse reinforces the song's theme. Mariah isn't looking for a white picket fence romance. She wants fire, even if it burns a little. The bridge is where Mariah Carey peels back some of her bravado and reveals a deeper emotional layer beneath all the glamour and tough talk. At first glance, the lines, "Oh yes, I want someone to step to me. Oh yes, I want someone to rescue me," might seem contradictory, but they actually capture the duality of her desires. On one hand, she's drawn to confident, bold partners who aren't afraid to challenge her. "Step to me." On the other, there's a hint of vulnerability. She secretly longs for someone who can sweep her off her feet. "Rescue me." It's a relatable tension, wanting both an equal and a hero. The repetition of "oh yes" gives the bridge an almost dreamy, yearning quality, like she's affirming these desires out loud. When she says, "I've never been afraid of love," it's a defiant statement, especially after the parade of risky relationships she described in verse 2. She's not jaded. She's still open to love, but on her terms, which, as we know by now, means it has to be exciting, unpredictable, and yes, dangerous. The way she ties it back to the chorus, "That's why I like him dangerous," reinforces that this isn't just a preference. It's part of who she is. What's clever about the bridge is how it humanizes Mariah. The verses are full of luxury, excess, and attitude, but here we see a glimpse of her romantic idealism. Even though she's been burned, she's not closing herself off. She's just selective. The bridge acts as a pivot, reminding us that beneath the diamond wristwear and the no-nonsense persona, she's still searching for a love that's as electrifying as she is. It's not just about danger for the sake of drama. It's about finding someone who can match her energy, challenge her, and maybe even surprise her.